It is super tough doing MSF, but you walk away with a huge satisfaction.
So, you want to work for MSF, but there are a few things we need to make you aware of before you proceed with your application. MSF provides healthcare to millions of vulnerable people across the globe. To do that successfully means being prepared to work in places that will be considerably different from your everyday life in nearly every aspect. We need you to be able to quickly adapt to different cultures, living conditions, and stressful environments. To do so means having the right skills, experience, and most importantly, the right attitude. So, let's take a look at what you should expect from an MSF mission. You should be aware that attitudes towards values and personal freedoms may be very different from what you are used to.
Some patients, because of their ethnicity, might be denied healthcare. So understanding, okay, what is really the issue?
It's very difficult because at the same time, we have to respect the authority of those countries, trying to negotiate with them to carry on doing our work without basically offending them.
For example, women and children may have their rights to education restricted. Homosexuality may be severely frowned upon or even punishable by law. Specific sections of a population, people belonging to a clan, an ethnicity, a nationality, or a religion, may be neglected or actively persecuted. Going overseas with MSF means leaving behind many home comforts. At times, poor connectivity will mean you may not have regular internet access or be able to connect with loved ones back home. You may be sharing a room and will most definitely be sharing toilets, washrooms, and most of the compound with your close colleagues.
Getting used to bucket showers, different sorts of toilets, different food can all be a challenge.
It's very basic. It's like going on a camping trip every day.
You could be living in a mud hut or a tent with no fan or air conditioning, have to tolerate annoying insects, and be forced to cope with limited electricity and a poor choice of food for months at a time. On the other hand, while you may be fortunate in terms of living conditions, only moments away, people could be living in the most appalling circumstances. Humanitarian work in emergency contexts can be an extremely stressful experience. Many things from poor living conditions to insecurity within the project could cause you stress. Working well with others is crucial to reducing stress and providing the best possible care to people in need.
There's always a great sense of community and family in the MSF teams, that you keep each other going and make some great friendships.
It's like a football team or a cricket team even, it's everybody has to play their part.
Teamwork is absolutely necessary in order for a mission to work properly. And you've got to get on with your team members.
So think about how you'd cope working in stressful environments with the same people for weeks or months at a time. Are you able to put aside any differences you may have? You'll be going away for an extended period of time, usually 6 to 12 months. Please consider that during your stay, you might find yourself confronted with a high workload, limited means to relax, and a thin line between professional and personal life. The reality of what you experience in the field can be stressful. It is important to take care of yourself and to know your own physical and psychological limits. Sometimes returning home after a hard mission can be as difficult as adjusting to the project itself. Think about what that will mean for you and your relationships with loved ones. And please, never consider working with MSF as an opportunity to escape difficult situations at home. It will do you and those around you far more harm than good. Working in a different culture can easily lead to misunderstandings. While sometimes these can be trivial or even funny, you will need to keep an open mind when it comes to respecting people with beliefs and cultures that differ from your own.
Even with your other expats that you're working with in the team in the field, they'll be from all over the world as well. So you might find you have different senses of humours or different outlooks to life, but that can be a great thing as well as a sometimes challenging thing.
Living and working in a diverse, multicultural team can give rise to interpersonal conflicts and misunderstandings. It can be tricky juggling these complex issues in a way that does not compromise relationships with your colleagues, patients, and local authorities. Always remember that your priority is to do your job efficiently and effectively. The purpose of this video isn't to put you off, but it should be a reality check when it comes to working abroad with MSF. So please, give it some serious thought before you apply. It is important to say that thousands of people who've worked with MSF over the years have found their experience in the field to be challenging and rewarding.
It will open your eyes to many things. You will see things that you've never expected to see in your life, and it will change you.
For many, going on a mission has been a life-changing experience. But first and foremost, working for MSF is about providing emergency medical aid where it's needed most.